What's happening, everybody?
Hello,
welcome to the bar is open with Beth and Greg.
Welcome, welcome, welcome.
I'm Greg. That's Beth. We're just jumping into this shit tonight. I've got stress brain. Is that a thing?
Yep, with you it is.
My head feels full. It's too much going on. We're trying to go on vacation next week.
Let it go. We're not trying to go on vacation. We're taking time off next week. You're not allowed to work at all within those 5 days.
I think I need to go, like, meditate or
Probably.
we need a transcend week, like day or something like that.
Yeah, I need a massage badly.
Massage, float tank.
I don't want float tank.
I
didn't
cold plunge,
I didn't
hot fucking icy
sauna.
bath, sauna thing.
I'll do a massage,
all of the
sauna,
things,
and cold,
and then
plunge,
maybe like 4,000 milligrams of like something.
Stupid.
Or maybe like a couple milligrams. So.
Stupid.
You know what I'm saying? Like just to fucking relax, man. I'm like, Jesus Christ, I've been spun up all day and it's pissing me off. So this is what's going to happen tonight. We're just going to hang out. We're going to finally
all the
fucking
fine
relax.
Gents are on with
all
us.
the fine gents. Thank you all for coming and hanging out. Ruben was first in the boards. We got Sammy.
Go river. We are talking about.
We're gonna go float the river. Absolutely, Matt. Yeah, absolutely. Alex, what's happening? DJ, appreciate you guys hanging out, coming in, chilling. But you know what? It's. I don't know why it's just been like. I read it literally. I saw an article at the end of the night that was like, why do you have to work harder to go on vacation? Right, and it was like a good point about.
Well, you don't. Some people just think they do.
Well, you got shit you got to do, and you got to get it ready to go on vacation.
Problem. If you're the only point of failure, that's a problem. If that can't survive without you, which all your projects can, by the way, that's the problem. You need somebody. Come on. There's got to be, like, I have POCs. When I go to the office, I'm like, hey, I'm putting you out of my out of office if anybody has a question on this project.
This is for me, by the way.
And
knock a little sense in myself.
I
know it's just this one
to somebody.
I think it's so.
You just like to do everything. You're a control freak.
I try not to be a control freak.
You're
well,
total control.
You don't exactly. What's up, Judy? How you doing? It's been a while. Jess, what's going on?
We were just talking about you the other day when we were on vacation and we met you guys because we were thinking about where do we want to go?
Back to Mexico. Yeah. So yeah, I'm not trying to bitch about taking a vacation, but it's been a long time since we've gone on vacation.
When you bitch, it goes in one ear and out the other.
Oh,
so
stop it! Not for everybody else though, because some people don't get to go on vacation, right? But it's been a long time since we've taken a vacation.
We haven't taken a week since last year.
Yeah. So I think I'm just really amped to take a fucking vacation, you know, and you go
staycation?
Well, we're just chilling out around the area or whatever. I did find this cool place. I saw it it was an Instagram fucking ad. And it was like this, I don't know. I have to find it again because I was like, I'm fairly certain Beth would know where this is. And they've got like,
why would I know?
Mineral Texas? Mineral Springs, Texas.
What are we looking for?
It's just this cool little town.
I have no idea. Why would I know?
You're from here.
Yeah. Gone for 20 years.
15.
All right. 18.
Come on.
But I was gone forever.
You know. I don't know. So anyway, that was me kind of finishing my...
Let's see where Mineral Texas is, shall we?
Welcome to the Bar is Open with Beth and Greg. I'm Greg and that's Beth. And you can find us out on all the places. iTunes, Spotify, YouTube, Facebook, all the shit. You know, Judy said, I need to listen to this. My husband, your husband does work a lot. And that's the thing. It's like we all work a lot. And it's just trying to decompress. I think I've been in the rut for too long. Just kind of like we take like a day off here and a day off there. It's not enough like separation, and I've been in the mode of work for so long, like my eyes hurt. Like everything fucking.
Well, because my boss is off next week too, and I was like, I'm super excited, and she's like, I said, we haven't taken a week off yet. She's like, wait, what? That's not like you guys. I go, no, normally we've already taken like a week in March.
Yeah, we just took some long weekends and shit like that.
But it's just not the same.
No.
I need a good 10 days no work.
That's what we're going to get.
9. Normally it's 10 if we travel because I take that Monday off.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Maybe we take that Monday off too. Fuck it.
Probably not. But
we've got the time. That's not the problem. We've worked for our company for respectively like 20 and 23 years. Mm-hmm. We've got the time. It's just... like
I've never used Google Maps on my.
What do you guys do when you have to get ready to go on vacation? Is it just, are you able to just kind of separate and leave? I mean, or do you have to prep for shit? It's kind of one of those interesting things. And it all comes down to like your position, or not just position, but like your work, I guess, right? Like if you like I do a lot of project work and stuff like that.
Well, read what American Rust at Work said.
What do you say?
Read it. I'm doing something.
Okay. So American Rust at Work. Some people have a hard time turning that switch off. Yep. When you have to leave work, I always kept it in a perspective after the military and said, nobody's going to die. Mm-hmm. No, that's 100% right.
You just haven't gotten there yet.
And it's just, no, I go through these ebbs and flows, and it's just like, we've got a lot of shit coming up. I'm like, motherfuck, right? My boss doesn't worry about when he goes on vacation.
I tell you all the time, you're not, it's.
If I left the company, like say I just dropped dead of a heart attack, they'd just pick shit right back up. That's any company, right? I guess
like
that's any company.
If you, is it Mineral Wells, Texas? Is that what you said?
Mineral Wells. I said Mineral Springs.
It is.
But it looked pretty really fucking cool. Yeah, it looked pretty fucking cool. Mineral Wells.
78 degree, 4 hours and 23 minutes away.
That'd be worth it. I think it'd be cool as shit.
What is there to do there?
They've got hot springs, mineral springs.
Do I want hot springs in the summertime?
Dude, whatever.
I don't know. I just saw
they
have haunted
things?
They've got.
We could probably find haunted shit.
Should we do a haunted tour?
It'd be somewhere to go that's outside of fucking San Antonio. Just saying, bro.
Yeah, well, you better hurry up and ask Ian to watch our dogs, bro.
I love you guys. Thank you guys so much for tuning in.
For choosing us.
For choosing us to be your Wednesday evening entertainment. We do have some fucking, just coincidentally, some creepy fucking stories.
Well,
to talk about some weird stories.
Cool is it's going with what we're planning. So
yeah, I threw it out on Facebook.
We've
so
been
if you guys,
talking
some of you guys saw
about doing kind of like a.
Oh, real quick, Judy said her husband, Sarah, what's going on? Her husband has worked for his company for 43 years. Yeah, that's a long.
Wow,
that's a long time. There's only a couple people at
35,
our company.
I think is the most or something like that.
No, 50. She just hit 50.
Would she start when she was 19, 18, right out of
high school? She hit 51.
28,
Maryland.
48, 48, 58. So she's like almost 70.
Well, she literally started when she was 18.
That's what I'm saying. She's almost 70 then. And still, I don't want to be working when I'm almost 70.
She loves it.
She
absolutely loves it.
I want to be eating edibles and laying by a lake going, this is the fucking life. That's what I want to be doing by 70.
I love you, honey. Cheers, by the way. Cheers you guys.
So, but we're getting ready. Hold on, got to take a sip. I don't pull a Greg and not take the sip.
Lloyd, what's happening? Jess, what's going on? So we're just gonna.
We've been talking about kind of trying to do like a.
You guys know how we like weird, creepy stories.
Weird, scary, unexplainable stories that we can find to talk about, and so I think we're gonna pull the plug and do like a 30-minute.
We're gonna plug in.
We're gonna pull the plug.
Pull the trigger.
Pull the trigger. Thank you. I knew there was something that was pulled. And start doing it. The Castro Files.
The Castro Files. I already got the podcast or the YouTube channel out there, and I shared it out on Facebook. A lot of people were like, "Yeah, that looks cool as shit." So it's going to be called the Castro Files.
It won't be live though, right? We're not going to do live.
No, we're going to record it. Right. Yeah.
So it'll be easier for people to catch it when they can catch it.
It'll be 20 30
to 40 minutes, somewhere between there. Depends on the story.
Yeah. So let us know what you guys think about that.
Lloyd said I was snorting Roman and running around with permanent erection.
Nice.
You go, Lloyd. You do you, Lloyd.
Hell yeah. I just straight mainlined a.
Is it the Hispanic? Ruben said
Strike
it's the Hispanic corner of crime. It's the Hispanic version of Crime Corner. Yeah,
absolutely.
but it's not.
So
It's not all.
It's all going to be in Spanish.
Good fucking luck with that. I didn't know you were bringing in another host that could actually.
Se habla español.
Poquito.
Closed caption. Brought to you by Greg LaMontagne. So basically, I'm going to be talking in closed caption.
Yeah, exactly.
So we'll take turns going back and forth, sharing different cool fucking stories.
We don't have a date yet of when it's actually going to roll out.
Well, we say the established date would be August 12th, my birthday.
Oh.
So we could do a quick one. We could do a quickie.
You're working all day Friday.
No, I'm not.
And I have some errands I need to run.
Are you getting me a birthday present? No, I'm buying my own birthday present.
You're buying your own birthday present because you want something very specific. So don't act like you didn't get an offer for a birthday present that you didn't have to buy. You're just like, this is what I want.
Getting me nothing but cakes.
Getting you nothing but cakes.
My white chocolate raspberry nothing but cakes.
Yeah, like crack.
I don't have a speech impediment. I'm saying nothing.
Bunt. I'm sure they're everywhere, so they probably
I don't know
heard.
if they are. Are they?
Yeah.
Cheers to you guys. Thank you guys again.
Nico said, I'm sure Fidel Castro's family has a lot of files on people. Yeah, but that's probably a little bit more than I could handle.
I was even thinking about doing so her dad, you guys know, he was a retired DEA agent.
Sponsored by Modelo and Taco
He's
John.
got some pretty fucked up stories if I could get a couple of them.
We
We just have to go super PC.
I don't want to do that.
Why?
Because that's my whole life. I've lived with that. That's not exciting, unexplained, and
No. There's some that are just like,
I probably have heard them at some point as an adult.
you're like, okay. They're not very paranormal-ish.
Yeah, they're not weird.
Serial killer-ish or all of the above. But we've got some good ones already lined up. So let's kick this shit off. Let's get on with the news. How about that?
Sure.
All right. So.
Oh, wait. So hold on.
Oh, sorry. Oh, you had something else you
Our
wanted to
cleaning
talk about.
lady normally comes on Mondays, but they came on Tuesdays this week. And I always laugh because after she leaves, when I jump in the shower, what made me think of it tonight was when I went to take the shower after the gym, I didn't get sprayed by the bottom nozzle. I'm assuming you did last night when you turned on the shower.
I turned it, yeah.
Oh, you thought about
last
turning
night.
it before it?
No, I was getting hit with it, but it was on both. Yeah.
Oh, so normally when I get in there, it's always on the first one, and it scares me, and I'm like, dude, I'm glad that's. I mean,
So we have one of those fucking
removable
fancy.
handle.
It's got like the one that comes up, and it's one that hooks down, so
you can remove it.
You can move it and like
spray your
shave
dog
yourself
or
spray yourself or your nether regions. You're not quite.
Dude, I'm full blast. You'd lose your clit on that thing if you sprayed it.
Settle down there, girl.
That would kill you. The way how strong they have it, I'm like, whoa, you'd lose a piece of yourself. You'd lose it.
That's getting clipped and put on TikTok right there. Jesus.
That was rich.
So that was your creepy,
No, but I thought it was funny that did it scare because it always scares the shit out of me.
No.
And I'm like, why can't this woman just put it back on the regular shower?
Because she's done cleaning.
I know, but
she's got done cleaning your
click,
shower. Click, like you're worried about that.
Yeah, click
The
it.
little things in life, I guess, right? That you're worried about. I don't know.
The life.
The life, exactly. It literally is. It's like, every couple of weeks.
Every couple of weeks.
We have a big house.
Well,
we didn't intend to have a house this size.
It keeps the
by
fights.
any means do we intend to have a house.
It keeps the fights from breaking out between us because you want things a certain way. I don't do them your way. We get into a fight. We don't care what she does because we're not doing it.
She moves shit around our house.
Oh, sometimes.
Last night, taking a shower.
Couldn't find the soap. It was right there.
Where?
On top of my little jar.
She threw out my soap. I was like, I had a bar of soap, and she threw it out. And I'm like,
it's back in there now because I was like, he probably couldn't find this last night.
I use a night light because I try not to get it all bright.
You shower by the night light?
Yeah.
You know when you close the door, you can turn the light on, right?
No.
You can turn the exhaust fan.
I try and bring myself down. Right. I got to get into night mode so that I can actually go to sleep at some fucking point.
Yeah. Whatever.
It still takes like an hour after that. So that's night mode. Plus Bomber, Bomber went in the bathroom. He was laying on the floor. I didn't want to wake him up. It's every night. That's how I do it. I take a shower by night lights.
Oh, speaking of Bomber, so give an update. Okay. He went and got his
liver and kidneys checked out.
No, but what did they do to him?
Ultrasound. He's good. Everything looked great, they said. Cushing's disease. That's the one I couldn't think of.
Oh.
Potentially, but we have to do another.
We're not spending another
$200 test, but he's fine. He was running around playing today.
He's fine. His poops are back to normal.
Thank God.
I think he just needs his summer cut because he's too fucking hot with all that hair. His dad forgot to ask for the summer cut when he took him to get groomed.
Doctor tried to poison her husband of 10 years, but he installed hidden cameras.
Wait, Matt, you take your phone in the shower with you?
Try to get one of them waterproof.
I mean, so do I, but I've never thought about taking it in the shower with me.
No, I don't take that much time in the shower either.
Well, because he's watching porn on his while nobody's around, he said. So nobody bothers him.
So, yeah, fuck, it's the only time. Though we do have the little step in our shower that you theoretically could just sit down on and like use it to shave or whatever.
Yeah, put my leg up on
like
it.
I'm not just gonna sit in there.
I said, fuck yeah, I do. All right. I've never heard of anybody taking in the shower with them. I'm sure there's people who do.
Well, I've seen people that have like little suction cup up there and just like hold it that way, or a holder, like kind of like a phone holder, like in the truck.
Right.
You know what I mean?
I just want a speaker. I mean, they have those shower heads that have
there's 90 speakers around the house. Just grab one, throw it in the shower. Just hang it from the top.
I shower at 11 p.m. after I finish the shop. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I hear you. I would shower after everybody's.
And then all you hear from his bathroom is brown chicken, brown cow.
It's like weird. Like, wait. Don't judge me. I'm not judging you. The hammer says you're not judged. All right. Doctor tried to poison her husband of 10 years, but installed hidden cameras.
He did? Who installed hidden cameras?
He did. So, are those crazy eyes? They're going to be coming up here in a second. You can see them up there on the board, honey. On the screen.
Yeah, I see it.
Dr. Yu, allegedly, of course, it's all alleged because this is pretty fucking current, man. Dr. Yu's Y-U-E-Y-U apostrophe S. Her husband, who has not been named, made the accusation claiming that his health began to deteriorate over the course of a month.
But she's been doing it for 10 years and
they've been married for 10 years.
Oh, okay.
All right. A woman has been arrested after her husband of more than 10 years told police he believed she was poisoning. Dr. Yu from Southern California was arrested after her husband made the allegation upon his admission into the hospital. He was suffering significant internal injuries, but was expected to recover. The husband, who had not been named, had claimed his health began to deteriorate over the course of the month, the Metro reports. This is out of Irvine, California, by the way. Okay. He had presented the Irvine Police Department with video evidence of the poisoning after placing...
Did he suspect her? Is that why he put cameras in?
I think he was like, what the fuck?
And now could she say, he's framing me?
Okay, let's get into it real quick. So... After he presented evidence
Irvine.
To them.
Jessica goes, is this bitch from Irvine? And you said right then. Yeah. She goes, OMFG. I knew it.
Yep. So he placed hidden cameras in the area of the home that captured evidence that Miss Yu was poisoning him. A spokesperson for the police department said that the allegations were incredibly serious and prompted officers to take quick action. Yu, 45, had been picked up by police on a street near her employment. Sorry. Okay. She's a dermatologist at this hospital. I'm not going to name it yet. And so she regularly treated mold. She was like a dermatologist, basically, right? So it goes down to one of those things, right? I was talking to the neighbor earlier, and
can't get this mic right tonight.
I know, right? I was kind of fucking with mine. And it comes down to like one of those things. It's like, all right, does she have a bunch of life insurance on this guy?
Right.
You start getting like gastrointestinal.
And does it say what she was poisoning him with?
Well, that's probably going to take toxicology reports and shit like that, right? Like you still do those even if you're alive.
Yeah. No, right? I know. No. They took blood to find out what was in his system.
So like
okay, so it's funny because I've seen I watched those Hallmark mysteries and somebody was poisoning their significant other by putting rat poison in their protein shakes. And so they'd make their protein shakes.
It's like the creepy moms that like try slowly poison their kids, shit like that. There's fucked up shit like that out there for like 10 years and be like, oh, she has cancer or something like, and it's just
Munchausen, something that's so
Munchausen by proxy.
So they get all the glory of helping a sick kid. So Bill's on. He said, "Whoop, there it is," and then he said, Matt, I shower with my iPhone so I can make porn while nobody bothers me.
That's fair. I mean, I understand that.
You must have a big shower.
Yeah. Well, you don't need that big. It's all about the angle.
You need a bigger shower.
I think if you come from the bottom, it probably looks bigger.
That's what she said.
Saying, does it look smaller? I don't know. Make sure it's warm water. You don't want that cold water.
No cold water.
No cold
All right.
water.
So they don't know that.
Yeah,
what he's been poisoned
but
with. He's just making allegations
I've
that
heard
he's attempting to
stories, and we've had claims on certain things like this, where you have like there was one here in Texas where the lady like literally killed multiple husbands through poisoning.
Nobody ever caught on?
They just disappeared. And
what do you mean disappeared?
There was one where it was in Texas, and like this last one fucking got away somehow or whatever, right?
Wait, so she was killing them and burying them?
And no, she was putting them in the wall.
Oh, Lord.
She was, I think it's like the Black Widow of Texas or something like that, right?
So they would just all of a sudden be gone one day.
Yeah.
And
like,
nobody questioned.
Women
like,
are fucking crazy sometimes.
Nobody questioned, like, why is her third husband missing?
And they get, it's all about the insurance
I
money.
feel like that should have been
this
something.
one, I think,
that's bad policing right there.
But he picked it up after a month. At least it was a month. And do you think he put like one of those bears in the corner?
I'm with you, Jessica.
Like a Care Bear kind of thing, camera?
Nanny
cam in the corner? Just saying.
It'll be interesting to see what happens because
we already have cameras inside of our house.
She could come back and say, well, not in our kitchen, though.
I need to get one.
Yeah, no, you don't. You're more money alive. You're worth more money alive to me, right?
True.
Than you are. Well,
especially in the long run.
More.
Well, kind of in the long run.
In the long run, it just takes. It's a lot of hassle for that money when I could just get your money. I mean, you're talking.
Alive. It's lump sum money versus
still a lot of hassle.
Long-term.
I gotta get like a death certificate.
Right.
I gotta go like through funeral.
When my mom died, I was talking to Ross, and he was like, "Make sure you get certified copies of the death certificate." I didn't, and so you go, okay, that's a little bit extra. It didn't cost me anymore. It just took a little bit more time. So make sure you get those.
Yeah, they tell you to do that.
Yeah. Because it'll be like, you just need one copy. You're like, no, I need 10 copies.
Well, you get
certified
copies. Yeah.
So if you ever kill somebody, make sure you get the certified copies of their deaths. That way you can really cash it.
There you go. And get all your bank accounts.
Yeah, of course.
Your bank accounts are already my bank accounts. So yeah,
there's really no benefit.
Really
you can just steal everything and leave.
It's really more trouble to kill you.
God damn it. Well, that's good for me, I guess.
Let you live and take your money now.
I guess it's good for you as well.
It is good for me. It's continuous income right now. It's one and done.
She's living the dream, folks.
It's one and done if I kill you. Hey, Davey. Welcome. He said he just
cheers. What's happening?
Applying for more jobs, and now he's kicking it on the couch.
Good. I hope everything's going well. Hope everything's going well, dude.
You'll have to keep us abreast of this story.
Yeah, we're gonna have to keep figuring it out, right?
See what happens.
But this is kind of a morbid show because
you have Lake Mead, but then you have Lake Havasu down here.
I wrote the wrong one on the second one.
Oh, okay. So
it is Lake Mead. All right. Have you guys all been following? And it's interesting because there's like new videos popping up all over the place. So Lake Mead is what feeds the Hoover Dam, right? You've driven over the Hoover Dam. Well, because of the drought out there, it's like super duper duper low, right? And they're starting to find all sorts of shit out there.
Like barbecue pits
and boats that have been there's just like there's
sunk.
There's sunken boats. There's boats that have been out there for 40 or 50 years. There's all sorts of crazy shit. But what else do you think?
Sometimes not all women are crazy.
What else do you think they're finding?
Well, I can't tell you because I already know.
In Las Vegas, right outside of Las Vegas.
That's where CSI was filmed. So,
bodies in barrels, right?
Is that what that is right there?
That would be just a barrel.
Does it have a body in it?
Well, we don't know about that particular barrel, but Rangers, I've got two quick stories. Rangers keep discovering human remains in Drying Up Lake. On Saturday, park rangers came across yet another set of human remains in Lake Mead's shrinking waters. This thing is like so low. It's below, like almost below the turbines to like
drive the water.
They can pull in water to push through the dam. Yeah, it's bad.
Right. Well, that's all of us.
Yeah. Well, this is an entire dam. God damn. The investigation is still ongoing, and no cause of death has been released. This is the fourth grisly discovery of the lake since May, when boaters discovered a human body stashed inside a barrel, likely a homicide victim, according to officials in an area where water had fully receded. So the idea is this: you got to go back and think, okay, Vegas, right?
Right.
Crime city back in the mob city back in the day was created by mobsters. Either bury him in the desert or you throw him in a barrel of fucking acid and you throw him in the goddamn lake.
Feet and
and time
cement
up
shoes.
Yep, or cement shoes. Remember, I can't say that story online.
I like that sound.
You need the splash sound.
No, I'm just
got to be right. So, just a few days after the body was found, a different skeleton was recovered by paddleboarding sisters, while a third body was discovered in July. And as Nevada's longtime drought, aggravated by climate change, has shown no sign of stopping, it's fair to say that even more remains could be unearthed.
Interesting.
So there's this fishing. I don't know how I found it. Now it's in my fucking YouTube algorithm.
Right.
They're like just floating around, like they're in like a really shallow bottom bass boat. Like they can go
that can
really
go on the top.
low.
Just on
yeah. Like a trolling motor kind of thing. Dude, there's video of them. Like we were just there last week, and it's 3 feet down.
Wow. Well,
and
it
then
is the
another
desert.
week later, it's 3 more
It's the
feet
desert.
down. Right.
So I do have to respond to something though, because so Matt said, or Nico said earlier, he said crazy sometimes because you said women are crazy sometimes. And I was like, not all women. And Matt goes,
not all the time.
He goes, all women are crazy. It's just a matter of how much and what makes them show it. You know what makes women crazy?
What?
Fucking men.
Oh, stop.
Men make women crazy.
Hey, I'm pointing fingers
Have I ever
over
been
here.
crazy?
Yes.
When?
God damn it,
And
all the time.
What drew the crazy out? Greg LaMontagne drew the crazy out.
Fucking. You
Use
go
your words.
nuts.
Yeah.
I get angry. You then go, why are you so fucking angry? And I'm like, oh my fucking God.
I
I'm
need
gonna
an example.
like, is shaken adult syndrome a thing?
What give me an example of crazy.
Just whatever.
Okay, that's
like
not
doing
crazy.
anything. Complaining.
Oh, that's crazy? Complaining?
Yes.
Okay.
In my book.
Okay. In my book.
Go for it.
That's why I don't pay attention to your book, because your book is ridiculous.
My book's fucking fine.
Yeah. That's why I pay attention to nothing.
You guys do you. Don't hit each other. God damn it. Like yell at each other. Don't. Oh,
Matt
okay.
said that's what his wife told him too. See? Fucking men. Men make women crazy.
You know what? I mean, it's one of those things. It's like we all make each other crazy. That's why Matt has a goddamn shop outside and he created a second business. I just decided to create a second business with crazy. Fucking.
And Bill said if they aren't at least 4 to 5 crazy, they're boring.
That's kind of a thing too. Like,
must be boring.
No, you're like a 5-ish.
Oh,
you're
you
like,
can suck my tit.
That's not a bad
I'm
thing.
not crazy. I never.
You're on medicine, literally.
Not for crazy.
Kind of.
No.
Like, and I'm not calling that. It's not a negative. It's just like
dick.
It's not a negative. It's just like it is what it is.
No.
Like when you get it off, and you know.
Sorry.
Nothing.
What'd you say?
So you get a little crazy. No, I'm just kidding.
When I don't get it often. Hey, babe, I got a toy. I can get it as often as I want. That's why I'm never crazy.
Beth and her sex drive, sex addiction.
Oh,
what?
No, I was mistaken. His wife told him that all women are crazy. I think it depends on where you live, too. Because girls from the East Coast, crazy. I mean, let's look at your brothers.
Fuck off.
Your brothers?
No, you're right. You're right. No, girls everywhere are fucking crazy. Have you ever met a Hispanic woman?
Yeah, I am one. I look
exactly.
at her in the mirror every
Thank
day.
you. Fucking very good.
I don't.
No, have you ever like met like a, okay, not a you. You're a very white Hispanic woman.
Coconut, as you call me.
You're a coconut.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like a Latina, is that what I would say? Latina, like straight out of Mexico. Like that bitch will just knife you
because she hangs out with the cartel
and then smack you.
Normal.
Smack you in the face with a chancla, as she just already knifed you with a fucking switchblade. Like that can happen. That's a real thing.
Again, what did
then
you
again,
do?
I mean, I'm trying to think if I dated. I dated one of the craziest white girls ever up in New Hampshire.
Again, the East Coast women are crazy.
But I was a young boy back then.
Oh, well.
Didn't know better. Sex was good. Stuff like that.
You were a young boy.
But
you
then
didn't
when
even
I
know
moved
the
out,
sex was good.
when I moved out, like that girl was completely normal.
What?
Like as normal as a girl gets.
When you moved on?
When I moved to Arizona with my girlfriend back then.
Yeah.
When
You
she was
said her
normal
name.
shit. Yeah. So you go like, it's all relative, man. I'm thinking back through my goddamn dating history.
She is why I say
I'm a serial monogamous, so like I date girls for a long time.
Jessica said, "Okay, maybe I'm fun crazy, but I'm not scary crazy."
Yeah, you're gonna pull a knife on somebody?
And less provoked.
You've never pulled a knife on me or anything like that. No,
that's not in my genes.
No, Beth's just like, I'll take
punch you.
No, it's not even like she's like, I'll take everything.
Shut up.
And which is equally as fucking scary.
You're such a liar.
Like, I'll just take everything. No. And you're like, oh.
No, I just look at you.
I swear to God, that's scarier than anything. Like, that's scarier than like, you might as well just stab me. Right?
No, I'm going to punch you.
No, not for you. No, I'm kidding you. You haven't theoretically done that, but you've looked at me and I've seen it in your eyes. So that's the same fucking thing. But no, like a lot of guys out there, like that threat of taking everything from them is bigger than like you might as well stab.
Listen, you don't have anything that I can't have on my own, so I don't need to take everything from you.
But you could double up on everything. We've worked together for so many years. But think about that though.
Well, right? What they mean by that is usually like kids and shit.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
That's uncool.
And that's where like you see
that
dudes
is crazy.
Go fucking.
That is crazy.
That's bad shit crazy.
That is, I'm not batshit crazy.
No, we don't have kids though. We've talked about like, I'm taking this dog, and she's like, you can have that dog, and I'm like, I want them all, and she's like, I'll murder you, motherfucker.
Well, I did tell my ex-husband when he was like, I'm taking the dogs, I was like, I'll run you over.
See,
you take my dogs. That wasn't crazy. That was just a threat.
But you threatened to take a kid.
You should think this through before you
boy, man or woman, right? Because if I was you and we had kids, and I'm like, I'm gonna fucking sneak off, and I've got a story at the end, like in our entertainment section for Netflix, there's a very interesting one. It's right up this alley, which is kind of interesting that it's coming up.
Matt says you talk to Hispanic women, they'll tell you, I will cut you. And I tell you that at least 7 times.
Davey said, Greg, I was raised by a Hispanic woman. And I hear you, bro.
I know, but that's why I like that. I will cut you, because I say that to you all the time.
Let's go, DJs. Yeah.
Funny.
See, but you're right, though, right? I mean, it's all about perspective and it's all about context, right? It's like, may not be crazy. Like you've had everybody's, right.
I've done stupid shit.
Like if you're 22, crazy is like, all right. Like if the bitch is like trying to knife you at 22, or the dude is smacking her, they're crazy, right?
I don't think that has an age bracket.
Either way, they should go to jail.
I don't think that has an age bracket. That's anybody.
Well, anyway,
any age is crazy.
I'm trying to think of like, can you get hammered and like you're just a dumbass? Like I'm just trying to think.
Well, when you cause fights in public, that's usually when you're young.
Yeah, right.
Stupid, and you're like,
it all goes behind scenes. Again, we'll get to that in this next. Quite a few stories up here. So where the fuck was I? God damn it, we got sidetracked about domestic abuse. Awesome. It's always a fucking fun one to get sidetracked by.
I think it's kind of a funny story.
It's not a funny story. Domestic abuse is not funny.
What?
Huh?
What?
I said domestic abuse is not funny, honey.
No, the story of her trying to kill him, and I'm like, well, we don't even know what she was poisoning him with yet, and how do we know it was really poison?
We're moved on to dead bodies.
Trying to make him poop a lot.
She's just giving him a shit ton of fucking like
fiber.
Guys in the bathroom just like just sweating.
He's like, I don't understand what's going on.
So the lake isn't it? So we're gonna go back to the Lake Mead story. Our main story. The lake isn't only a major source of water. It's quite literally drying up. So they just keep finding fucking dead bodies. So another story real quick about the same thing.
Jessica says she tased somebody one time, but he asked her to do it.
See, that's fair game. It's like
that's foreplay.
So that's kind of what I was just saying or thinking. It's like, okay, you have rough sex, like choke me. Right?
I really like
it's like,
sometimes.
Okay, you got to know when to say when.
Though.
Like I can't.
You can't turn me blue.
Right.
Or give me brain damage.
That's what I'm getting at. Because you're still the money maker. Right? I still need you to make more money. I mean, like I don't want you to have to go to work at like Walmart as a greeter.
Because that's all my brain can handle. But what if it was really good sex? Then would it be worth it?
But like,
I mean, what if it was amazing sex? Then would it be worth it? No, I agree.
Probably no.
I agree.
No, yeah, like keep the blood flow going.
Yeah.
Know when to say when with the rear naked jokes.
Know when to tap out.
Yeah, know when to tap out. So again, they're saying, is this notorious mafia hitman Tony Spirito, sorry, The man behind Lake Mead's mobster in a barrel. There's a whole fucking thing about this. They're doing DNA testing on it, and they're hoping they can find DNA on some of these bodies, right? And so Nevada's drought-ravaged Lake Mead recedes, and sunlight shines on his muddy depths for the first time in decades. It's literally been 30 years since some of this stuff has been there, because they fill it up and then they let it recede. And then when droughts hit, it's been like 30, 40 years. May 1st, remains of decomposed human body stuffed inside a metal barrel. Can't say the other word. Were discovered stuck in Lake Mead's mud. The grisly find has makings of a gangland hit. Police say the victim was shot in the head, execution style, crammed in the drum. Historically, a mob method for disposing of bodies. The killers transported the barrel by boat several hundred yards out to the center of the lake and dumped it what would have been 100 feet of water.
When was this?
This is like, they don't know exactly.
Okay.
They're piecing things together.
How do they know it was mob?
Gang, like back of the head, shooting, right? You know,
the way they killed the person.
Methods of shooting somebody and killing them. There it sat at the bottom of the lake until now. Already the dead man is talking, giving us clues to who he may have been. While he was killed and by whom, detectives confirmed that the corpse still had a shirt on, a belt, shoes clinging to his remains. Oh. Keep in mind, it was all in a bin, right? Similar to this, only this is just a.
So American Wrestler said, holy shit.
What?
Said, oh, I've seen this shit. All these guys washing up. I think the one mafia guy who does the YouTube talks about this. So there's a guy that's old school mafia.
Well,
was retired.
There's a
mafia.
few dudes out there that have done their time. They've done whatever. They paid their dues, so to speak. And yeah, I mean, they'd be able to tell you, right? They may be 70 fucking years old. Their stories is kind of like, it's the opposite of your dad.
Right.
Like your dad would be the agent. These guys are the bad guys. And, you know, Sammy the Bull. It's kind of who I was thinking.
Ruben, is that
but
true?
Isn't he dead? I thought Sammy the Bull was dead. I don't know.
Ruben said, I guess these guys didn't get the memo about wrapping the body with chicken wire, said that the fish and organisms can decompose the body. Why? What does chicken wire have to do with that?
Maybe it just can. It's kind of like putting him in like a crab tank kind of thing, like a crab net. Holds everything together, and if shit can get in there. But if it's a sealed steel drum, right, then maybe it can't. I don't know. Or eventually it comes in. Sammy's still okay. Yeah. So Sammy the Bull, that could absolutely be it. Yeah. So it's an interesting story. Keep an eye on these. And there's a ton of channels out on Lake Mead.
Did you say, and now I may have gotten confused, but did you say there was something on Netflix?
No,
no,
not on this specifically. No, the Netflix about like the abuse kind of shit.
Oh, okay.
And I'll talk about that here in a little bit. So yeah, very interesting, kind of the connector. This video is just for entertainment purposes because it's one of the smoothest entrances I've ever seen. And you know what? We all need a little good, a chuckle, if you will. This is just a gorilla. That's all I wanted to share about this. Just the gorilla having a good fucking time. Give me a second. I'm going to get it queued up here.
So I'm always amazed that people, like, I always wonder, like, the cute videos of, like, shit that kids do or dogs do. These people must walk around with their camera video always shooting something.
Well, these people were, I got to wait for the...
At the zoo?
So it's at a zoo, and it's just a silverback doing silverback shit. Have you ever been to the zoo where they open the slide and all the animals come back in? You know what I mean? Like they come into the entrance.
They open the outside entrance?
Yeah, and they come
I've never
crashing
seen it,
in.
but no.
So hang on a second. Let me rewind it because it's all about this entrance. Watch the video. Is it up yet?
Yeah. Right. Wait, it was up. Now it stopped.
This turns around.
Nope, it's not going.
Yeah, it is. It's absolutely going.
He's just showing people his ass?
Yep. See that fucking smooth operator?
I see girls do that all the time.
Smooth operator. Dude, that guy just fucking rock and rolled up in there. Watch again. Oh, need to roll. We need to rewind. Watch. The guy's on ice skates. He was like, check out my ass. Bitches.
Oh, he slid in.
You didn't see that?
No, I hadn't seen that before. That's awesome.
Yeah, I've watched this
I wanna watch it again.
752 times. Just rolls in.
I wonder if he knows like when he lands just right.
So the girls that are videotaping, they're sort of just cracking up because he just looks like he's going to
do that.
I don't know. It's just
Do you think
awesome.
he does it every day? Probably, right?
I don't know. But we're going to watch it one more time just for good measure. And that's all I give a shit. It's just,
he's a big
it
boy.
made me laugh. And I was like, that's hilarious.
He's a big boy.
Oh, yeah. I'm telling you.
And I love how the other monkey got out of his way. The monkey was
because that dude's gigantic,
he's like, oh,
man.
run.
Right?
That's hilarious. That was fun, honey. That should have been your feel good.
Well, no, I've got another feel good.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah, here you go. Yeah, I just had to share that. There's nothing more to that particular
There's nothing
story
to it,
than
but the
just
enjoyment of
the fucking
what it is.
enjoyment of watching a gorilla go sliding in and just showing his ass, right? I know,
liked it.
poor gorilla.
What?
Allison said, poor gorilla trapped trying to make the best of his. Stop it.
I mean, he
That
looks
dude's
really
getting
sad.
laid every goddamn day. He's having a good old
Well, I'm
time.
sure it probably is for real because they're trying to. Because don't they have like a lot of places have like the no, that's panda bear. Never mind. They're trying to breed the ones
Build-A-Bear?
in captivity.
Oh, that's because they're like dying in China. Yeah, that makes sense.
Build-A-Bear.
Let's go on to the jewelry heist.
Oh, I just took a.
You want me to? Let's go into
Go
the
to the
jewelry
next
heist. All right, you ready?
Mm-hmm.
Keanu Reeves and Sandra
What
Bullock.
about the championship?
We're gonna skip that one.
Okay.
Sandra Bullock and Keanu Reeves are
Vampires.
vampires. There's a whole theory about this.
I disagree because I just watched Speed the other day and I was like, look how young he was. He doesn't look that young anymore. Still very attractive, but he doesn't look as young as he did.
Oh no, we're gonna talk about this. I need the clicker one more time. Shh, stupid.
Now, Sandra
Oh.
Bullock, I could believe that because she looks exactly the same.
Have you ever seen those pictures of like famous people that have their kind of like doppelganger, like from an old time kind of image, right? Like it's happened a lot,
Okay.
right? Where
You're
there's
talking about like the Jack Osborne stuff where he shows somebody
yeah.
in the 1800s with
So-
a cell phone.
There's a weird conspiracy theory that Keanu Reeves and Sandra Bullock are vampires. Told you this is just one of those shows
Gorilla
tonight
Group.
where it's just a lot of dead people talking about like dead people
It's
and
very
death
macabre.
and macabre. Yeah. So look, we'll admit there are a few. This is the article. It says we'll admit there are a few
All right.
celebrities that don't seem to age. Keanu Reeves, if you shaved his gray beard, it's much like me. Shaved my face, I would look 22.
No, you wouldn't.
I would, except for the wrinkles on my forehead
And the gray on your head. And
my white eyebrow. Every
Paul
once in a
Rudd
while.
is the one that's in
Ant-Man.
Stranger Things, right?
Ant-Man.
Oh, okay. Who's the guy that's in Stranger Things that is the good guy?
He's in Russia right now.
No. He's the guy working with the doctor to help.
Oh, that's the
Oh.
dude from fucking what?
Yeah.
I don't
What's he
remember
called?
his name. You're the one, Paul something or other.
Paul. That's why I thought that's what. That's why
What's the dude's
immediately-
name? The I don't know. Fuck
I
it.
can't even remember the name of the show.
So look, we'll admit there are a few celebrities that don't seem to age. Keanu Reeves,
Yes, he was the devil's kid.
but that doesn't mean they're drinking blood. I think they're drinking baby stem cells. I don't think Keanu Reeves is drinking baby stem cells. I think he's just fucking.
So they have this
Awesome.
new facial or facelift or something that's called the vampire facelift.
Yeah,
And they take your own blood and they do something with it and then inject it into your face.
pull out this. They pull out like the collagen or something out of your, something like that. So there are a lot
gets
of pictures.
Question is, who gets carded more often? Yes, true.
So you go, all right, we've got this guy and this guy. I'm just going to run through it. You guys can see it.
Oh shit.
I'll put it
Wrong button.
side by side. It's not going to work side by side. But we've got this dude that looks kind of like Keanu. I don't think it does. It looks
No.
more like James Franco,
Yes.
right? We've got Eddie Murphy, fucking dead on. Eddie Murphy is Eddie Murphy here, right?
Oh, that's hilarious.
Come on. Right?
Very debonair.
Yeah. There's a bunch more. I got to figure it out where it is. But
Where's the Sandra?
didn't have it, of course, because the fucking article sucked. But nonetheless, said Sandra Bullock, and I'm sure there's one, but I can't find it. Let me see if I can find it on the TikTok page. Of course, my phone's going to
Sandra
die.
Bullock from that that movie we just watched with her and Channing Tatum. She does look.
Sucked, by the way.
It was cute. It was fun. She does look kind of the same, but she's just a little puffier now. Like she's gotten some injections.
She's gotten some injections.
I think I might.
And that's okay, you know.
Not really. I heard it hurts like a motherfucker, and it fucks up your face for like a week.
Whatever. So nonetheless,
Whatever.
Just keep in mind, like some of these celebrities are probably drinking baby blood.
No, they're vampires. They're drinking real blood.
Oh, that's right. Never mind.
Like that. There's this woman. That's probably a great story. We should find that.
What?
It was back way like I don't know exactly when, but she was killing her slaves and drinking their blood.
Oh, the one from New Orleans.
Yeah, we should definitely find that story.
Write that down. Story, because we actually went by there in the what's it called? What's that area called? I don't remember.
New Orleans.
New Orleans. The old was it Magazine District or something like that? I don't remember.
I was
something
just
like
there
that.
checking out scary stuff.
Anyway, it was creepy, and I had a whole bunch of pictures, and then I lost the camera.
Lost that fucking camera.
Found a jacket. It's the camera.
I don't think it was an even trade. I wanted all. It was for my 40th birthday too. That was the sad part.
Wah, wah,
wah, wah, wah. Oh well.
Yeah,
We're
right. Drinking period blood, that would be gnarly.
Ew.
I don't think you're gonna get baby stem cells out of that.
I don't know.
Nico, test it. Just cut your arm. It's like do a simple and then find somebody with the period and rub it on there and see if it heals. And then do another one 3 days later.
Oh, Jessica said Sandra Bullock was talking about foreskin in her facial treatment. Orizzle?
So where do you get foreskins from?
From the doctors who take it off? The circumcisions?
Is that real?
I don't know.
Please send me any articles you have.
I'm
Link to
like,
that.
Ew.
Just saying. Do you blend them?
Ew.
I probably have to blend them up.
That's disgusting.
You're not just gonna apply a foreskin.
She's just gonna stick foreskins all over her face, like.
I mean, how many babies' foreskins do you need? Because you're not. I mean, unless they're adults' foreskins. But then
they're just putting.
Then they're aged foreskins.
They're probably putting in them very. They're probably just doing. This
I'd probably use a foreskin on. I got a really deep one. It's gross, but I'm not. Yeah, I'm not using a baby. I don't want to use an adult. I don't want to use a foreskin on my forehead.
Yeah, I was gonna be like, you're
a foreskin puree, maybe not.
Ew, no, not even then. Excuse me.
Where do we get baby stems? I'm just kidding.
I don't know. Ask
Keanu Reeves, evidently.
Who were we saying the other day? Ask Tom Cruise.
Tom Cruise. We all know Tom Cruise.
It's his witchcraft ways. Name the movie.
Let's talk about jewelry heists. Come on, Beth.
Oh,
you with this?
I was.
Are you online? Are you with us today?
They use placenta to grow new skin in small grafts. DJ said, which I do believe that's correct.
No, and that's fine as long as you volunteer said placenta and foreskins.
So there was
I don't even want to know.
Very brazen. There was a very brazen jewelry heist in the Bronx earlier this week. And these guys, I'll play the video, but let me just tell you, these guys, so it's one of those jewelry stores where you have to, somebody has to buzz the front door to let the customer in. So it's not open to the public, basically.
So they lock it down.
So it's locked until and so this this man comes in and he's
19 years old.
No, we don't know how old they are, but he comes to the door. This is where I'll explain. Like he doesn't. Yeah. He's wearing glasses and a baseball cap, but that's all he has on. He goes to the door. They buzz him in, and he literally opens the door and does this casual And
lets everybody else in.
3 guys come in and they just demolish the jewelry case, and they're just literally breaking it and shoving it. And the guy's still by the door going. In the video, you can tell it's like a busy time of the day that people are just
and they don't
going. Nobody noticed until they see the guys run out. They have the masks on that everybody's wearing, but they have bags full of jewelry, and somebody's like running to the door.
Anybody get shot?
Nobody got shot, but so it made me. Well, let me play the video first. Hold on. Get it there.
So if you're in technically a locked facility,
right?
Why don't you put 2? So we go to the gun range, right?
Turn it on
for sound. They'll actually you have to wait for one door to close before the other door opens. Why don't they do something like that, right? Simply because
Well, I'm kind of surprised this
You can
hasn't
lock
happened
them in the
before.
middle if you wanted to.
All right, maybe I should try to fast forward. Let's see.
Yeah, probably. But, you know, like,
Come on, work with me here.
I understand that, but you need I think there needs to be a secondary.
Okay, here we go.
All right.
So he gets buzzed in, and I'm like, how can nobody tell who this
Dude's
guy
got
is?
his hand behind his back, which means he's got a gun.
No, he's holding the door.
Well, no, he had a hand behind his back because he was opening it.
He just holds. No, he doesn't have a gun. He's just holding the door. But they come in and they literally do a smash and grab. 45 seconds.
And if you had a gun, you could have shot all of them. But
in
you're in
45
New York.
seconds, they stole $2 million worth of jewelry. And did you see how busy it was out there?
He's got insurance. Fuck it.
Well, and part of me was like, if you look at the bottom part of the video, there is a worker there that you just see the top of their head. And I'm like, were you in on this? Because wouldn't you be? But I guess in 45
no, because
seconds,
you never know if they have.
I guess in 45 seconds you can hit the alarm button. You know,
and
they
if
have
you're
the
just
silent
a person
alarm.
that's just
You're like, it's not worth my life.
Yeah.
But
But if it was my business
still
and I had a
hadn't-
gun, I
they
would have
still
shot
haven't
all
caught the
three of
guys.
them.
They haven't caught them yet.
Then again, it's New York, and they weren't being threatened with bodily harm.
What?
Those guys
Oh.
probably, if they get caught, they'll probably be out fucking tomorrow.
Maybe.
You know what I mean? We haven't done a Beth cam.
But yeah, I mean, it was middle of the day. You could tell clearly it was very busy.
Right?
But yeah, I was like, wow, $2 million in 45 minutes. That was planned. They knew what.
Yeah, they knew what they were hitting.
What cases to hit, what portions of
They
the
knew what
case to
store
grab.
to hit is
Yeah.
really what they knew,
Yeah.
right?
Because
So
they were very
absolutely.
specific about, they only grabbed from the bottom of that case that they broke. They grabbed all
Probably
the
got a
things from the
shit ton
bottom.
of Rolexes and like big
Diamonds,
diamonds
yeah.
and shit like that.
But I was like, I guess though, you do have insurance, because that's the one bad thing that can happen to a jewelry store, right? And I guess maybe you also probably tell your employees, don't.
Allison said that's
Don't
a
risk your
felony
life.
at that point. Absolutely. Fucking felonies could be $2,000, $5,000,
Yeah.
but it's New York City and you can arrest them and they're not going to do anything. They're going to fucking release them. You can literally in New York City, you can go stab somebody practically, get away with it, assault somebody, steal all their shit, and you're going to be out the next day. That's
Why?
because that's their fucking program they've got going on.
Did you see today that
It's a bunch of fucking
the
horseshit. That's why we're not
governor-
going to fucking. That's
the
why we
governor
will
of
not
New
touch
York,
New
the
York
governor
City
of New York,
for
I'm trying to see
5
if
years,
he's
10
doing
years.
something
I like New York City.
like if he's doing something in court, but he's trying to cause problems for what's our governor's name? Blanking. Our governor.
Wheelchair.
Yeah,
Abbott?
what's his name? Abbott. Governor Abbott, because he dropped another bus full of people off in New York.
Oh, they're going to say, we're going to send people back from New
No,
York.
but he's
to
like, what he
there."
said, he's like, well, Texas governor might not be able to be
Hospitable.
auspicious. I don't know how you say it.
Hospitable.
Whatever it is, friendly. We'll show them that New Yorkers are friendly. I'm like, hey, keep it up. You got bad
Oh, no,
crime
they're
already.
already complaining. They're
You got bad crime already.
They're already complaining because they're saying they
There's
need
gonna be more of this.
Well, they say they need federal aid. They need federal aid to help house these people.
Oh,
Right? What have we been asking for? Build the fucking wall.
Yeah. federal
we don't-
aid to build the wall.
Federal aid. Yeah. Oh no, we just sent another $80 billion.
I like that he sends them to people
yeah,
who want
fuck
them.
you. Yeah, send them up to goddamn Portland, Oregon. Send them to fucking
But I just
Seattle,
thought
Washington.
that's totally off subject. But I was just thinking when I
Yeah,
heard that, I was
fuck
like,
'em.
that's just going to increase your crime rate, dude.
Yep.
What are you doing?
I'm just reading. I was reading.
Oh, I was like, you're not being very active in
Yep,
this
sorry,
conversation.
I was reading.
Gregory.
I was reading. No, we're 100% right. I gotta find my SpongeBob SquarePants
Oh.
story. This shit. SpongeBob gets dark. You ready? SpongeBob. There's this seriously dark SpongeBob theory out there.
Dun dun dun.
So
tell me about
this
it.
is
Tell me
out
about
on
it.
Lad Bible if you need it.
Okay.
Right. So to do this, sorry to do this to you, SpongeBob fans. This is how the author writes it. But there's a downright bone-chilling new theory about the show that's doing the internet rounds. Dun, dun, dun. But think about SpongeBob. It's supposed to be like the sponge
Under
lives
the
under the
sea.
sea. No,
I don't
right?
know the song.
Yeah. And
All I
there's
know
a
is Under
bear
the
that's
Sea.
in a fucking spacesuit and all that shit, right? All right. So there's a theory that's going around that it's a shed a cannibalistic light on the residents of Bikini Bottom, which is the
Was
town
that the name
they
of it's
live in.
called?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
According to a TikToker, it's quite likely that those who call the underwater city home have no qualms with eating their own pets or each other.
What?
We'll get into it here in a second. So if you haven't watched SpongeBob,
I've never watched
in a
SpongeBob.
while, right?
I've never watched an episode.
Well, you know what it is, right?
I do.
SpongeBob.
I've caught enough to be like, I don't need to watch this.
It's kind of like The Simpsons-ish. It's like made for parents, but it's dumbed down for kids.
It's made for kids, but it's got adult humor.
Yeah, it's made for it's absolutely made for parents to be able to tolerate. And then but kids, it's not like the bullshit that's on TV or on iPad, YouTube, or whatever for kids now. That's just completely fucking retarded.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So, like, you could, like, me and you could go watch. It's kind of like a Rick and Morty kind of situation.
And Jessica said, excuse me, Sandy is a squirrel. Who's Sandy?
Squirrel, bear, fucking same thing. I didn't grow up with it. You did. Whatever. So Area 51 janitor, who's the TikToker, pointed out that although some fish in SpongeBob SquarePants act as humans and can walk, talk, and think for themselves, other fish don't have those capabilities. They're subservient to the human fish. It's going to get morbid.
Okay.
And walk around on leads. So they're walking their pet fish, but they're a fish, theoretically, right? So it'd be like being a dog walking around walking a dog. Make sense?
Yeah, I don't know why that's bad.
Then eat your own dog.
Kidding.
Okay, so there we go.
You say you're going to do it all the time, so.
Well, no, our dogs are end of days snacks.
But okay, keep going.
Smokers out back.
Keep going.
Probably make Mickey 225 time.
Keep going.
Apple
Quit talking about eating my dog.
Right.
Ew, that's weird.
Much like our beloved pooches do here on Earth. This is what he explains. So he goes into a 3-minute video. What's the deal with the pets in Bikini Bottom? How come most of the fish are basically humans, but a snail and a worm acts like a pet? Well, just like humans have domesticated wild animals, it's should not be surprised that evolved fish have domesticated primitive fish and pets. So basically saying, do you think that SpongeBob SquarePants are they cannibals for eating? It'd be like this. If you were to chop up a bunch of chicken, you could throw it out to a bunch of chickens out in the yard,
right?
And they would eat it. Therefore,
here's
those
what
are
I really
cannibals.
think. I think somebody's putting way too much thought into a damn cartoon.
So, in season 3, episode 13, we see direct proof of this. When the characters go fishing for primitive clams, this is something completely normal in this world. And then there's the chum bucket, which sells chum. Chum is literally just ground up fish, which they are. Just saying.
Mm-hmm.
It could be a conspiracy theory.
I mean, can it really be conspiracy theory if it's all make-believe to begin?
I don't know the answer to that question.
Because it's not like real
I
fish.
plead the fifth.
I mean, okay, so here's the thing. In the ocean, real fish do eat fish.
We have cannibal fish on this planet. Wait a minute.
I know. I mean, I just blew your mind.
Wait a minute. Is that true?
Yeah. I saw it.
Do giraffes eat giraffes?
No, they eat trees. They're vegan.
It's only fish.
They're vegan.
Why is it only fish that eat fish? Humans, well, there are some humans that eat animals, which is why we have
That
cannibals.
what? Oh. Humans that eat humans?
Pigs.
Pigs will eat anything.
Pigs will eat anything. You could live like the wild pigs
That's
out
like
here.
the mob. That's the mob's way of getting disposed of a body.
Yeah, exactly. See, it's gonna be a macabre fucking
All
episode.
comes
I'm just
back
saying.
full circle.
So SpongeBob even got in on it tonight.
Bye, American Rest at Work.
Later, buddy. Have a great night.
Sweet dreams. Have fun in your shower, because we know you will. He takes his phone. Brown chicken, brown cow.
Bradley. So that's what I got on that. We're gonna save 8 for later. Bradley, you want to talk about Bradley Cooper?
Oh,
This one's not as
This one's not
great.
macabre at all.
But this is a lookalike. Oh, holy shit! Real
what?
quick. I've never
news,
seen this.
breaking news,
I've
breaking
never
news,
seen this.
breaking
No
news.
shit. They were talking. So McCooey,
Who's
who is the dude that shot Osama bin Laden in the face.
Mhm.
His first podcast went out today on Drinking Bros Network.
Oh, cool.
Right. So McCooey, whatever the fuck it is. But on the Drinking Bros podcast, that was this morning on the Drinking Bros podcast, they had him on. And then they brought up, remember we were talking about the crazy fucking video for the president. What's his fucking name? Joe Biden?
Yes.
Where they had the two different, dude, they went through fucking like still image by still image on it. Like literally his teeth disappear. It's a deep fake video.
I'm sure we've already decided that.
No, but you can literally see it like.
Oh, because when they did it on the show, they did it.
Like you can see. And like, dude, this is filmed at 60 frames per second. I can't do that on this.
Right.
Well, theoretically, I could cut it out if I was like this, and it would like literally fits 60 frames per second. It's fucking filming. Think, what are you going to film the president at?
20, it's going to be way
15. It's going to be at least 60 frames per second, right?
Yeah.
120 maybe?
Probably.
Because you're going to go 4K on this shit.
Right.
Dude, it was like
they showed it.
Like Drinking Bros played
cool.
the videos, and it's fucking, yeah, his upper lip never moved. Remember his eyes?
His eyes never blinked. Moved. He didn't frown. He didn't have any expression whatsoever.
They literally, Bob was going like back and forth, and you see his teeth appear, disappear, appear.
Why was what?
Because that's where the AI was taking over and clip. That was to the entire country.
Yeah.
Right. So you go, holy fuck, man. So I just wanted, it was kind of a
wrap back around to a story from a couple
callback. Yeah. Callback for sure. Crazy. Holy shit.
All right. Cool.
Go on with the Bradley Cooper.
Police in Georgia are looking for a suspected shoplifter who stole a Bosch rotary laser kit from Home Depot. And the crazy part, it looked like a chubby Bradley Cooper.
Could have been.
I mean, he's not in a movie right now. Maybe he gets chubby when he's not in a movie.
I would.
I wonder if they went and asked him.
I wonder
if they went to him and said, "Where were your whereabouts?"
I just feel uncomfortable being chubby.
Where was your whereabouts?
Even if I was rich, I'd still feel uncomfortable being chubby.
I think it tells you like it was.
Like I don't like having man boobs.
Really,
I don't want any of that.
Would he really only steal something? Would he steal something that only cost $629?
Dude, what's her name from fucking
Winona
Ryder?
Yeah,
she was stealing like
lipsticks and makeup.
It was all about the thrill, right?
Yep.
Now she's making another 100 mil off
so let me show you the picture because when I saw the picture, that's what really I was like, oh yeah, it's Bradley Cooper.
B. Coops was in Delco's, what Nico said. Delco saying.
Is that a taco place? Is it really? Oh, I don't know what Delco's is.
What's happened to our video? That was weird. We had some little hiccup in our GitHub.
So doesn't he look like Bradley Cooper? More so on the right than the left.
No, I don't think it looks like.
On the right, I think he does. On the left, not as much, but on the right.
That's like a Morgan Wallen.
Who's that?
Country guy. Hillbilly version. Like, does he have
still looks a lot like him.
Yeah, kind of. Maybe.
If he shed some pounds, he probably looks even more like him. And then he could be a fill-in for Bradley Cooper if he's not convicted of stealing this laser kit. But I thought, that's kind of funny because they put it on their the police put it on their Facebook page to see if anybody would identify the man, and people were like, oh yeah, I know that's Bradley Cooper. Like everybody just started doing that. So they were like, no, seriously, who is this guy? And everybody's like, yeah, it's Bradley Cooper. There you go. Done. Solved.
Crime of the century.
Bradley's going to jail.
No, I actually have the crime of the century.
Oh.
In Florida. You ready?
Yeah.
Florida woman. This is a crime. This is like a straight crime scene show. Florida woman arrested for hurling uncooked steak at boyfriend of 20 years.
Wait, say that again. Found what? What? Florida woman
was arrested for hurling an uncooked steak at her boyfriend of 20 years.
You called the cops on her because she threw a steak.
The woman said she threw the steak because she had grown tired of his behavior and they're arguing. Fucking Florida. Only in Florida, right? So, a Florida woman was arrested Sunday after allegedly hurling a piece of meat at her boyfriend of 20 years during a fight. Rochelle Wright, who looks exactly like a Rochelle Wright would look, is 42, so she's younger than me, is facing charges of domestic assault.
That's funny.
It's Florida.
What would you do if I hurled a steak at you? You'd be like, thanks, babe. I'm going to go cook it on the barbie.
And I'd be like, I don't give a shit to hit the ground.
I'm not even staring.
I would literally wash it off go get the
Throw it on
S&P, grab a
throw it on the
couple
grill.
beers,
Yeah.
turn on my radio, on my
And then be like,
music.
bitch, how'd that work out for you? You don't
Like,
get any of this
we're
delicious
fine.
steak.
I'm eating that whole fucking thing.
That's kind of funny.
And I'll eat that with my bare goddamn hands, and I will create tongs out of branches
Allison
from
said,
the backyard.
Florida or bust. Yes.
So police said Wright and the male victim, whom she said had been in a relationship for 20 years, shares child, got into an argument and were intoxicated.
And Nico said,
no.
did Reed sell her the meat?
Maybe. I wonder if that would. Reed, is Reed anywhere
He's
near
not.
Tarpon Springs, Florida? Wright became angry and threw the piece of uncooked steak at the man when he was sitting in his chair. The steak missed and hit the armrest of the chair wall directly behind him. This little bitch. I wonder if, like, she probably smacks the shit out of him all the time. This was the line he drew.
The steak?
This was the line he drew. She's just not. Okay, so this is a very domestic violence kind of show, and I've got a website link for people at the end that you can go to, which is coincidentally kind of works out. I'm not making fun of it. It's just kind of like way it's worked. Wright was
it didn't even hit him.
that is what I'm saying. Like, you are a bitch. Okay, so Wright was arrested in Buckton County Jail on a misdemeanor charge. Right, it didn't even hit him. He's just a bitch. And yeah, so
Allison said that's 10 to 12 minutes from them in Tampa.
10, 12. Okay, so right outside Tampa. I don't know. Where does Reed live? I don't remember where Reed lives. Is he up in Clearwater? I don't remember.
That's still funny.
Anyway.
Assault by raw meat.
God damn it. Right.
What are you in for? I threw a steak in my boyfriend because I just couldn't
And
handle
they
his,
arrested her for
I
that.
just couldn't handle his bullshit
The best-
anymore.
The worst part is they actually arrested her for throwing a steak at somebody.
It's funny.
Bitch, it ain't a
And
dish.
it didn't even hit him.
It ain't a dish.
She didn't throw a pan at his head.
Right.
Now, maybe it was like a 5-pound steak.
I have to picture her.
Well, maybe
She
it was
just
a
looks
pork
like an
butt.
average woman.
Maybe it was a pork butt or a shoulder,
No, it
or
was a
brisket.
steak.
And maybe it was a really heavy.
Maybe it was like
Maybe there's like a Florida law that says you throw anything over 2 pounds.
it was a really big. Maybe
You're going
it
to
was
jail.
Wagyu, and they're like, "Woman, you're going to jail. You
For
wasted
wasting that good meat. She threw the meat at him. Nobody should waste good meat.
Don't waste good meat."
No.
But I mean, I'd pick it up and I just rinse it off, like 5-second rule, or you just like, you get some soap up in there. Maybe not. But
Just rinse it off a
you
little.
cook anything, it's
Dry
gonna
it
be fine.
off.
Like, how many times you
Salt,
dropped a hot
pepper.
dog on the
I wonder
floor?
if he did that afterwards,
and
if they
fed
had
it
to
to
take
somebody.
the steak as evidence.
Do they have evidence cooler lockers?
They probably got to freeze that motherfucker, otherwise it's gonna stink up.
Do they put it with like the bodies? Like when they have
Probably.
to freeze bodies?
I don't know, but
Do they still do
that'd be
that?
really
I don't
funny.
even know.
We took the evidence as steak, Your Honor. Here it is.
It's literally like a Wagyu. Still got
Exhibit
the
A.
price on it. It's like
Exhibit A.
$453.
Oh, maybe she did throw it in the wrapper, so maybe he could have lost an eye or something. Like the corner of the styrofoam casing could have hit him, and
We've gone overboard.
well, it's kind of a ridiculous story. You should go overboard with that one.
So
Yes.
the cool silverback comes sliding up on you, right? And you're like, what the fuck am I gonna do?
Stupid.
Right? They even make underwear for cool silverbacks.
No,
Like
they
they
don't.
make them in all different sizes.
They don't make it big enough for
And
his
they'll
badonkadonk.
probably make a size big enough for a silverback to just rock it in there.
Can you imagine? That'd be
Knuckles
funny.
down.
If he comes sliding in there, he does have his sheath underwear, and he's like, "Check out my ones,
Right.
Check out my chones." I was
Go
gonna say
out.
underwear and chones. It was
You're-
honest.
If you're a silverback,
Honest.
go get yourself some sheath underwear. I mean, there's like The Rock calls himself a silverback. I don't.
Does he really?
The silver, like that silverback gorilla would just absolutely.
Does he really
fucking
call himself the silverback?
take him and like?
Douche,
I've heard of
Douche,
that.
like they have in the cartoons,
He's a
where they're just
douchebag, though.
bringing him
I
back
really
and forth.
think he's kind of a douchebag. So
I don't need
um,
to talk to him.
what's that?
I don't need to talk to him. I just want to look at him sometimes.
Yeah, whatever. So they come in all sizes. They protect your pouch, your junk in a protective pouch. Slide it on there. They got a little dingleberry, like a little pee-pee hole. Stick your thing there in your
I
balls.
don't think you call it a pee-pee hole when it's a silverback.
What do you think they call them?
I'm not going to think real hard on that because I don't care.
Hmm.
It's a gorilla dick.
Gorilla dick. Well, let's call it a gorilla dick. Yep,
gorilla
just a gorilla dick. So get the cleanest, freshest underwear in the game, 20% off using discount code. The bar is open. on sheathunderwear.com. So that's what we're just going to leave it at that. Gorilla Dick is not the discount code. It would be a bar is open. So go out, do that. Check them out. They've got all sorts of other shit. You can have fun with that. The Sturgeon Supermoon is coming up this week. It's, I think, tomorrow. So this is some fun shit.
Like Sturgeon the biker?
I don't know.
Or
It's just what
isn't
it's
that
called.
a fish too?
It was what it's called. So tomorrow night
fish?
is the Sturgeon.
Is that a fish?
No, yeah, it would be a fish, yes.
And isn't it also a biker convention?
A Sturgis.
Oh, okay.
Right. So this is everything you need to know about the August Sturgis Supermoon. And it's peaking tomorrow night. So it's gonna be super big. This is I think this is the last. Yeah, it's like a Gorilla Dick.
It's good. Did you say it was the last one for 100 years or something? Or is that something else? Oh no, that was the Blood Moon or something.
Yeah, that was last time. So this one is just this month. I think it's the last super full moon of the year, I think.
Okay.
I could be wrong, but I thought I read that somewhere else. So tomorrow night, nicknamed the Sturgis Moon, this month's full moon takes place during the Perseid meteor shower.
I didn't tell you why it's nicknamed that?
Well, it doesn't fucking, I don't know, man. Come on. Come on. But
so
the Perseid meteor
really
showers also, that it peaks on Friday into Saturday.
I wish we had a camera we could keep outside overnight and let it just, but we have too many damn trees in our neighborhood. It'd have to go in like the middle of the street to catch any asteroids, and we're not putting that. We ain't putting that out there.
No. We have to have armed security out. Not real. We don't live in a fucking dangerous place.
I'm talking about the cars running over it.
Oh, well, that'd be a problem.
That's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about someone
I just get Travis to sit up all night with me and just like turn the lights off and just like drink beers all night.
And let the camera just
let
catch
it sit
all.
there. Yeah, that'd be fun. So, nicknamed the Sturgeon Moon.
I don't think either wife
this month's
would like
full
that.
moon takes place during the Perseid meteor shower, which is considered the best meteor shower of the year. So, if you guys like meteor showers, you like watching
I've never
that shit,
seen one, and I'm not going to start by.
I caught a couple of.
I'm not going to start by staying up late all night on Saturday.
Meteors coming over like last year, coming over the house. So go
Where
check
was
it
I,
out.
Asleep?
No, I think I just happened to see him. I came out, smoked a cigarette or something like that. I think it was like midnight.
Oh,
anyway,
interesting.
Go check it out. So big full moon. Plus,
Jessica said meteor showers are awesome. I feel like they would be, but you kind of have to be up in the middle of the night.
This is an interesting thing about where we specifically live. Like in Phoenix, we had super open skies.
Well, they don't have trees in Phoenix.
No, I know. But we had, exactly.
We have lots of trees in Texas.
Everything we live around is fucking trees. And it's all super flat. So you can't like look out very far without seeing trees.
Right.
Or
you
especially
can lay on your back and look up. Like when
like we just need to cut all the trees down around us.
But remember when they did the flyover when COVID was happening and they were doing the flyover in different cities and they actually flew over? We literally went out and stood in the street and was like, okay, we're ready. And that's what we would have to do for the meteors. Ooh, anyway, switching.
Yeah, I don't mind trees, but there's not a lot of open space.
Yeah, Nico, you don't really have trees till you get to the mountain. Come on, let's be honest. How many people have trees in Phoenix? We have palm trees.
Yeah, we had 18 palm trees in our backyard.
But we did not have trees.
That had any
There's no oaks. There's no.
Here it's different. Yeah. So it's all good.
And DJ said they were beautiful in Idaho, where the skies are clear and you have no city lights. I imagine that'd be great.
That's it. Yeah, we're just outside of town. Like
where we don't have very many lights, but we do have still lots of trees.
Too many trees. God damn.
What we do is we put a pallet. We put a pallet in the middle of the street. Put up roadblocks. Put up roadblocks and be like, people watching meteorite. Proceed with caution.
No, I just shut the fucking hole. I just parked the truck down at one end.
And have Travis park his other truck
go
at the
around.
other end.
Yeah, it's all good. Right.
Nico says he has pine trees. How do you, does he live in the city?
Yeah, no.
Do you live north? Where do you live, Nico? That you have palm trees, pine trees, palm trees. Hello,
pine trees. All right, let's jump into the feel goods.
Feel good. My feel good is I went to happy hour last night with a bunch of my girlfriends.
Nice.
Yeah, I mean not a bunch. There was 5 of us total, but
what'd you guys do?
We went to where did we go?
Shot Maria's. Go to Maria? No, that's the salsa.
I can tell you where I went.
It's okay.
We went.
You
to
had a good time hanging out with your lady friends.
Half-price bottles of wine. So I got a $46 bottle of wine for $22.
That's not math.
And it was. That's what I said. I said they charged me less than 50%, but the bottle came out to $22 on my bill, and it was $46 on the menu. So
and I appreciated her going to happy hour because she brought me a burrito home. That was awesome. So what, it was just a girls hangout?
Yeah, and here's the fun thing. So it's a bunch of girls that I went to high school with.
Yeah.
That
We did this about a year ago, right?
No, we did this in May. We're just
Was
trying to do it more often,
Maybe we
but
talked about
it's
this
kind of
last week.
funny because
She lives on, Davey said he lives on a golf course. There you go. There you go.
Nico, you mean?
Davey.
No, I know Nico was the one that said he had pine trees.
Sorry. Yep. Go ahead.
One girl I've kept in contact with, Michelle.
Yeah.
She came to visit in Phoenix a couple times, and but a couple of the girls I had not since I moved to Phoenix. So it's really kind of fun just catching back up with them. And I love the fact that we just pick up right where we left off, even though it'd been like 15 years. They're good peeps, and it was just fun, relaxing.
Good.
The wine was really good. The company was good. I brought us home dinner, so I didn't have to cook, which was really good. So all in all, it was just a happy, feel-good night.
Situation. My feel-good is I'm already ready for vacation.
Yeah.
And I'm starting. I need to get down, but I am excited. We've got some cool shit lined up to go try and do, and it's been like I said, that's just my feel good for me. It's all about me on that one.
Maybe.
But I think maybe we do something like that. But I was thinking that mineral wells or something like that.
If we go to mineral
so
wells,
if you guys have ideas, if you've been to Texas, you've done something. We haven't really done too many crazy things in Texas.
Well, because 2 years of it was shut down.
I know. If you've been to Texas and you know of something,
we'll find stuff. Now we just have to get back in the habit of finding cool stuff to do and not staying home.
Olivia Newton-John.
So I did see. So she did have she was the last 20 or 30 years. She's had a lot of bouts of cancer.
Yeah.
And the last one was at the bottom of her spine. So it seems like it was probably spreading.
Yeah. So R.A.P.
But she died in her ranch home.
73 years old. So,
loved her. Loved
I don't want to post anything else about everybody else. Like a lot of people are writing shit, but it just sucks. But this is the picture that I remember from being a little.
That's Grease.
Yeah, from Grease. That's what I grew up on. Right.
That's when she's looking at Danny.
Yeah, absolutely. That she was a beautiful,
I told you,
beautiful
when
woman.
I got pneumonia, I had to stay like inside for 2 weeks, and so my parents, the second week, when I was finally a little bit better, took me to a double feature of Grease and Xanadu.
That's awesome.
Best day of my life.
Right. So, like, you go back and go, holy shit.
She was so pretty.
She was. Yeah, I mean, all the way
she got
through.
Older, she was
even when she was older
pretty.
and she had, like, cancer and all, like, you couldn't, I mean,
she still
maybe
was
you could tell, but she never let it kind of come through. But it was, like, it is sad that, you know, she passed away at 73, but she fucking fought the good fight for 30 years, right? You know, goddamn, that's pretty.
She was a fighter, obviously.
Intense, yeah. So, again, just an amazing.
Oh my gosh. Woman. Another entertainment is we're almost like we only have 5 hours left of Stranger Things. It's only taken a month of keeping you
2.5 episodes.
2.5 episodes is 5
hours.
Yeah. And you even so we started watching it again on Sunday and had kept it going for a couple nights during the week. But you even fell asleep during one of the shows on Sunday. I was like, nope, not stopping it. He's just gonna have to catch up.
No, it's totally
because if I wait for this man to stay awake through every episode, I'm never gonna finish it.
Yeah, that's fine. I didn't miss much.
You missed a couple cool scenes, but you didn't miss anything that didn't would have stopped the story.
Right.
Correct.
So, couple shows on Netflix. These ones are the ones I was just talking about. We kind of talked about this at the beginning of the show. These are ones that come with like a bit of I don't want to call them a trigger warning, but just be aware like of who you have watching these with you. If you got kids, you definitely probably don't want to have kids watching
Watch it late at night when they're in bed.
Yeah, these shows. So one is I Just Killed My Dad.
Right.
And this is a true story. This is a documentary done on Netflix. This is one that you definitely don't want your kids like, well, I mean, depending on the age, whatever, you make your decision. But it's a true story about this kid who was pretty bad. It is 2 hours and 2.5 hours
the whole thing?
long, 3 episodes, broken
so
up.
2.5 hours broken into 3 episodes.
Yeah. Pretty badly traumatized.
Like 45-minute episodes?
Everything as far as that goes. Just had the worst childhood ever.
Right.
Killed his dad. Right. And then it goes through the court case and like even the DA's
Did you finish it already?
Yeah, I finished it last night. Very good, very interesting.
Sad that there's still monsters out there like that.
Yeah, so it'll be interesting. Go watch it. But that, and then interestingly enough, I noticed something as soon as I'll talk about this one. Another one's called Good Morning Veronica. It's a Brazilian show, and she's a cop, and it's a serial show, like just 9 episodes. First season, 9. I've made it through season 1.
Jessica said she loves those crime docs.
Yeah, absolutely.
Very good lately.
So this one, is a Brazilian show, so I turn it on with the English with closed caption. You can do you could do
their native language.
You could do
with
Portuguese with closed caption, but you know what I mean if you wanted to, but I just do
English and English.
Close enough. Yeah. And she's a detective, or not quite a detective. She's a cop, and this is a pretty brutal show.
Okay.
Like women being abused, stuff like that. But she goes after him. She
nails him to the wall.
You'll figure it out.
Good.
But the other side of, like, after every one of those, and I don't know if this is a Netflix thing, there was a website that, at the end of it.
Rika goes, are they going to make a show called I Just Killed Day Ass?
Killed that ass?
No, Day Ass.
Day Ass. I don't know.
Day Ass. I can't say it like
it's called Wanna Talk About It.
That's the name of the show? Oh.
Nope. This is a website. After both of these, that
they showed them.
They showed this website, right? And that's why I was like, I don't know if they're working with this group. It's www.wannatalkaboutit.com. It says, if you or somebody you love is struggling with sexual violence, mental health, and well-being, self-harm, and suicide, or bullying, there is help. Check out this site. That is not a bullshit thing. That is something we should all do. If you need something, you need to reach out to somebody. You've got us as well, right? If anything ever happened, like no shit, there are a lot of people that you could reach out to for help, and you can do it on the DL. It would be, totally, absolutely. We would get you the help that you need. We'd figure out a way, those types of things. But I found it very interesting that they were putting these.
Well, because they need to give people an avenue.
It's the first time I'd ever seen it, and I've watched a lot of the Netflix docs and shit like that, and it was the first time. That's why I think it's relatively new. Maybe Netflix was kind of partnering with them or something like that. So, nonetheless, go check it out. Good shows, interesting shows.
Today in history.
Brutal. Today in history. Like, we're on the fucking bandwagon of fucking bullshit. Son of Sam, serial killer, is arrested. On October 10th, 1977, 24-year-old postal employee David Berkowitz is arrested and charged with being the son of Sam.
Interesting.
Serial killer who terrorized New York City for more than a year, killing 6 young people and wounding 7 others with a .44 caliber revolver. This is a pretty good doc out on Netflix as well. Because Berkowitz generally targeted attractive young women with long brown hair. Hundreds of young women had their hair cut and dyed blonde during the time he would terrorize city. This was the story that I watched last year. Remember, I very specifically said, this is the time that, like, it continues now. New York City's prime for a serial killer.
Right.
Still is. Fucking New York City.
It's so big.
Well,
you can hide.
And then their city, like, the laws are so fucked up. They're a joke, right? So, knock on wood.
Yeah.
Y'all, creepy.
Be safe. Be aware of your surroundings.
Be aware of your surroundings. Take care of each other. We will catch you on Friday. We love you all. Thanks for coming in and hanging out. We will have that other show. Maybe we have it.
We'll see.
Cut by Friday afternoon.
Probably not, but we'll see.
I'm taking a half day. Maybe we just record it.
I got some shit.
Let's do some shit. All right. We love you guys. Go hit the like and subscribe button. Check us out. Give us 5 stars. All the stuff. We will catch you on Friday evening. Birthday show. I turned 36.
50?
34.
50.
40 fucking 6. I don't feel a day over.
Except for when you come home from jiu-jitsu. Then you feel 75.
We love you guys.
Love
Thank
you guys
so much. Cheers.
See you Friday.
See ya.